Hi, Marion. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Kyle. I'm very well. Thank you for asking.
Good. So Marion is a very good friend of mine, and she also has a family business, correct? That makes various sort of cool bags, great stuff. I have a few things. I love them. Um, can you tell me about the business and like before all this, like what have you guys been about?
So the business was started in 1978 by my grandmother, Patricia Walker. She started the company kind of on a whim because there weren't a lot of jobs for women then, and she was like, "Well, I'll just start my own company." She also had a really strong idea about anti-fashion. Like she was really into things just being utilitarian instead of like, very ornate and very expensive, although she appreciated that stuff too. So Walker kind of was born in my great grandmother's apartment. They were cutting everything by hand, and it actually started out as more than bags. Like we also made pot holders and pants and bikinis.
Really? Wait, okay, so
Yes.
backing up a little bit. So Walker makes bags now out of a
Yes.
specific material. Were
I
these
have
any-
one.
Oh, yes, show me.
This is one of our shopping bags, and it's just like super plain. You can tie it up in a knot, and it's just to kind of stash and go shopping with.
Yeah. Walker's been around for a while. Walker's done a lot of different stuff. Now that things have changed, or not that things have changed, given all this and all that's happening, how has, everything going on affected you guys? How has it affected Walker?
Well, a lot of our oldest and best clients are wholesale customers who order our products and sell them in brick and mortar stores. So we are finding ourselves in a situation where we really have to move our business online. And I think we kind of resisted that for a long time because we wanted to keep the stores going. And we've always tried to like accommodate our stores by, not offering crazy deep discounts on our websites.
Yeah.
But for the foreseeable future, we don't know if a lot of our stores will be coming back, and we hope that they do. But for now, we want to keep Walker going, and keeping Walker going means having a bigger presence online.
Yeah. As we're learning, as we're doing right now, like our friendship has primarily been offline, uh, in real life. And as everything is now online, our friendship is now online too. But
Right.
that being said, like everyone's sort of doing it, so it's exciting, but it's also that sort of like, when you put things on the internet, it's like what happens? Is anybody
Mm-hmm.
seeing it? Even in some of these like Zoom things, it's like, do people hear me? Like sometimes you're on these
Mm-hmm.
things and it's like, am I on mute?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
It's
this.
true. There's a whole lag to all of it. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's it's not in real time, even though we are kind of like looking at each other. It's like this pause.
Like there's been a lot of kind of innovation, or people are doing a lot of interesting things with their boredom and like the mediums that we have. And in a way, like, that opportunity also presents itself for you guys too. And that's like, maybe, I don't know what that could be, but like there's definitely an opportunity to like do some sort of fun sort of things that activate Walker and people who like Walker products, and even the stores that carry it and stuff, through like, I don't know, I'm making this up, but like, maybe it's a sort of Zoom fashion show where like 5 people show off their Walker bags and then like it's shared on Instagram. I don't know. It's not like a
Yeah.
live thing, but like,
Yeah.
like there's definitely opportunities, and I think that we're gonna see a lot of brands and businesses start to do kind of fun, silly things. Um, and even like this, in a way, is that. But like, there's opportunities, I think, to kind of be like challenge what it means to be a small business online or on social media, if that makes sense.
Totally. I mean, I've found myself doing really weird things with Walker bags lately because I do want to. I'm like, what can I post? How can I tell our story? How can I, make people understand where the company came from? And like, I don't know, I washing the bag, like making videos of myself washing the bags, and I don't know, but I do like this idea, and I've also been more in touch with a lot of the stores, where we're doing this like back and forth reposting thing, and it's kind of fun checking in with people.
Have there been any things that you guys have done or that you have seen or noticed in this sort of having to adapt and like play the internet game or whatever, like that has been like exciting, or any like revelatory things where it's like, oh wow, like that, like because we've had to adapt, we've discovered some like this thing? Like, has there been anything like that?
Um, I can't think of like something off the top of my head, but I feel like we have accidentally stumbled upon branding ourselves. Like that was something that we never did. Does that make sense?
It does make
That
sense.
was something we never thought about, we never did. But now that like our sole means of communication is that, we've been like having these sit downs and really trying to like figure out how we let people know who we are. And I don't know, I just to keep going back to this like sense of community that we never knew we always had, which is
Right.
kind of nice to be connecting with it now. We're a family company, and we like San Francisco is kind of like one of the characters in our play, and that like always having dogs at Walker is another huge thing. Like there's a million dogs at Walker, and just like these little things that I think my aunt never looked at branding as being that. She looked at branding as being like a marketing strategy and like a big check, and that part's wonderful. And but I think she's really kind of enjoying the other side, which is like, oh, look at all this love we've put into a thing, and that love can be translated into something that people can interact with.
A lot of people and businesses and families are learning that lesson of like, for example, even personally, I fucking hated not audio, well, I hated phone calls, and I hated like video conferences. Like I would never, if anybody FaceTime me, I would never pick up. Like I'm very always not anti that, but like never enjoyed it. And now it's like, yeah, I have to do that. Like I have to do the FaceTime, do the Zooms, do whatever, because it's like that's how it is. And like this will probably never be undone. Like I'll probably will FaceTime people even when it's not these times, because this has made it a part of our lives.
I feel like it's almost dangerous for Angelinos because we already have enough excuses to like not get in our cars, but
hey, I mean, I that wouldn't be so bad, say for like the planet, because like the air in LA and every city I think is so great, but it's also like I think about that a lot of like, once this is over, quote unquote, like is it going to be like, let's double down on like plane flights and shit? Is there something that you've been watching or doing or enjoying that has like helped you pass the time or like kept you entertained? Like, is there anything that you would recommend people?
I am cooking too much, so that's something I'm not necessarily recommending it.
What are you cooking?
So I know everybody has a sourdough starter, but so I've had a sourdough starter for a couple months that like I keep getting too tired to feed, but now that I have this like, this opportunity, I've been feeding it more regularly, but I can't stand throwing away the discard. So I've been like experimenting with ways to make like injera bread, or like basically like a sourdough flatbread.
that's all. Those are the questions I had.
Well, thanks for asking them, and it was fun to talk about it.
Well, thank you for hopping on with me.
Yeah, that was great. I like that you're being so proactive and getting everybody involved and stuff.
Well, I'm trying. I'm doing what I
We
can.
need it.
We have
Yeah.
some work too. All right. I'm going to say bye, but bye on the recording, which means
Okay.
I'm recording. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Marion. I'll see you later.
Bye, Kyle. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.